is a mess. All right, you guys, happy Teamie Training Tuesday. Coming to you raw and in the rail. This is what I look like in the morning. So I'm running late this morning. Perfect time to talk about time management. I'm running late this morning with everything that I need to do, and I'm preparing school. We have not started school yet, which is putting me behind. We're usually started by now. So I have my whole day planned for school, but I haven't started. I still need to work out and then need to go take a quick shower and get the kids down here. So they're upstairs eating breakfast and getting dressed. So I got to do all the things right now. So happy Tuesday. I hope you guys are well. I wanted to talk to you guys today about time management because it's so important. I get asked so many questions about this all the time. And even in my own business, you guys, it's something that I have to consider over and over and over again. Because when life situations happen, when life happens, when things are thrown at you or different, obstacles or challenges come forward, it often throws us off track. And, we could be used to a certain routine of how we do things and when we get things done. And, we have finally found a groove of what works and when works. And, we found our schedule. And so when something throws us off course, it really like messes us up and throws us upside down, right? And so it's hard for us to get back on track and figure out a new way of working. But listen, when things happen, and they're going to, and if you haven't experienced this yet, it's going to happen. It's life. Like as we grow, things, life, circumstances change constantly. We're constantly evolving as people, and our situations are evolving all the time. Nothing stays the same. So your business is no different. So when your schedule changes or when things that you used to do don't work anymore, you've got to change with it, okay? It doesn't mean this isn't working anymore. It just means you've got to change with it. So time management is a huge deal, okay? Because I always hear like I'm so busy, which is real. Everybody's busy. Everybody's busy, but I want to encourage you and give you some hope by telling you that the people that are the most successful in this business that have experienced true ultra success, I'm talking $70,000 a month. I mean, there is people in Sensi that I know that make $50,000 a month and have been for years. Like $50,000 a month, you guys. There's some people that don't even make that a year. $50,000 a month, you guys. And those very same people still struggle with time management. Their lives change. And those same people are very busy, have a lot going on in their lives, have struggled to get where they are, and still work hard to keep the success that they have. Okay? There's never a time where we're kicking up our feet and chilling. Ever. Okay? You do get to a point that you have worked your business so hard and consistently that you have earned some perks in your business with things kind of running on their own. And this is residual income, you guys. So there is a point where you can take a few days off and it's not going to be detrimental to your business. But until you get to that point, guys, you haven't earned that. Okay? I haven't earned that yet. So like when I take a few days off, it affects my business still. Okay. So that's first of all, okay. Everybody's busy. The people that do succeed and get results and book parties and have high sales and recruit people, it's not because they're not busy. Okay. They're busy, but it's because they have made their business a priority somewhere in their life, and they are taking the steps to keep their business relevant, to keep their business active, to keep their business alive. Okay? So if you are working your business once a week because maybe that's your day off. If you're working your business twice a week because that's what, you feel like you have time to do, that's not enough. I mean, unless you are truly just getting some of your favorite Scentsy products free and just looking to accrue some host rewards here and there, working once a week isn't enough. It's never going to be enough. For you to build a business, for you to promote and make more money, working once a week is not enough. Okay? The things that require you to grow and succeed in Scentsy needs more attention than once a week. Okay? That means you're shoving everything that you can into one time a week. And even at that, like, how many hours during that one day are you working? Is it 10, 12 hours, or is it like 2 hours doing super easy things that you can get out of the way right away? That's something for you to answer on your own. So what you really need to do is you need to make your business a priority first, okay? And you need to figure out what you want from this, and you have to make a schedule in your business. So if you think about doing the things that are the most important in your business, which is sales, which is booking parties, which is front loading your calendar, which is personally reaching out to people and asking them to book parties, which is customer follow up, which is, coming up with an incentive every month and offering that to everybody, which is talking about your business, which is posting on social media, which is giving your customers good customer service, which is sharing the opportunity and, prospecting and recruiting and training yourself and training others. Those are things that you need to be doing consistently. So when I first started, my kids were 2 years old. I had 2-year-old twins. I was working nights. Mark was working days. I was literally, I just remember it as just like go, 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 go. Like I literally got up in the morning and I never sat down until I went to sleep. It was just craziness. It was like survival mode. And that time of my life, it's actually kind of hard for me to remember because it was just such a blur. It was just like that. It was just like hustle, right? But I'll tell you, that was my quickest growth in Scentsy, was when I was very busy, losing my mind, and in a million different directions. I chose to work my business 30 minutes a day or 30 minutes every other day, but it wasn't once a week. Once a week is not going to get you anywhere. It's not consistent enough. It's not enough momentum to really pour into your business and see results. Okay? It's just enough to kind of really keep your business alive, is what it is. You're not going to see much growth. Okay? So if that's cool with you, cool. But I am talking to those people that want something more. I'm talking to those go-getters. I'm talking to the people that want to build a business with me and come along with me. Okay? Guys, you've got to figure out a schedule. You've got to figure out a schedule that works for you and your family. And that's one of the best things about this business is you get to determine when you work and how you work. Okay? That's on you. So if that is, after you put the kids to bed instead of watching your favorite show, I mean, that's up to you. You have to figure out, some little things that you may have to sacrifice in order to build a business, in order to make money. Okay? In order to really get this thing going and build up enough momentum to get it off the ground and keep it running and, like a well-oiled machine, guys, you might have to sacrifice some things. That's on you. Okay? So I know you want to sit down and relax and watch Netflix. Trust me. I know, right? Sometimes my mind is just like shut down. Like I can't handle another thing. But if I don't work my business, nobody else is going to. And it's not on anybody else but me. So having accountability, that needs to hold your feet to the fire and keep yourself working, okay? Your business is not going to grow or work if you don't. So you have to figure out a schedule. And if you say to yourself, you don't have 30 minutes a day or 30 minutes every other day, guys, that just means it's not a priority. So if you're serious about your business, and I've been talking a lot about let's get serious here. Like, are you ready to grow or what? Because those are the people I'm talking to right now. Okay? If you're looking to grow, you've got to make time for your business. Period. And that's on you. So we can do a coaching call and I can, you can say like I don't have time, but it really boils down to you. I can't tell you when to work your business, right? That's you have to do that for the time that you have that is best for you and your family and your situation. Okay? But you need to take the time and do it consistently. So, maybe every morning, like for me right now, what works for me is I get up at 4:30 every morning. I'm an early bird. So I take my life and my situation and my circumstances and think about what works best for me. So I know that my day, once the kids are up and the kids, they need attention, they need to have breakfast made, they need to start getting dressed, I need to clean up a little bit or else I'm just a mess. If my house is a mess, mentally I can't focus. So I clean up a little bit. I need to work out, school, and then once school happens, then it's like we have lunch, we go outside. It's like it's hard for me, especially like, Mark works nights, so he sleeps during the day and he's up for a few hours. And I could work during that time, but I also need to see my husband. But I've decided, and during that early morning time, I could just sit down and drink 3 cups of coffee in complete silence. And that's what I need and what I want to do. But I was like, you know what? That's the time that I have. And I'm going to sacrifice having 2 extra cups of coffee sitting in silence by myself. I'm going to go downstairs and work my business every day. So that's what I do. I work my business very early in the morning, and I do that consistently every day. Some days it doesn't happen because I don't know, maybe we have an appointment, I have to get ready for something, life happens. It's always going to happen. So I have to adjust my schedule for that day. But I base my schedule on what works for me and my family. So for me, because I am an early bird and that's the time that I get up, and based on what my kids are doing throughout the day, and Mark, well, early morning happens to work for me. So that's what I do. I work early in the morning. Okay? So you have to figure out what works for you, and you've got to do it consistently. Doing it once in a while or once a week is not going to work, you guys. I'm sorry. And I know some of you work other jobs, and I know some of you have children and have lives, and you got things going on. But the good thing is you're not alone, because everybody does. So don't ever think to yourself like, woe is me, I can't get this done because I'm busy. Guys, I don't know. I've never heard of one person in my life that said, I'm going to join Scentsy, or I'm successful at Scentsy because I'm not busy, because I don't have anything going on. Right? Like, think about it that way. Nobody has ever said that. The most successful people in this business are people that are busy, that they just manage their time, they figure it out, and they hold themselves accountable. Okay? So if making a schedule might work for you, okay, you could, if you go by the 3 legs of success, it's sales first, it's recruiting second, and it's training third. And then those are kind of general broad statements. And then it's broken down into like subcategories under each one. So the first things first is like, look at your own sales every month. And so every day, like, are your sales where they are when you wake up and you have that uninterrupted time to work your business, guys? And that's the thing, is you need uninterrupted time to work your business. Okay? You need to focus on your business and give it your best. even if it's 30 minutes a day. You do have 30 minutes a day. And if you're saying you don't, it's just that it's not a priority. You need to put 30 minutes aside. Maybe that's 15 minutes while you're on the toilet. Maybe that's another 15 minutes, you know, on your lunch break. You decide. I don't know what that looks like for you. You do. You're the one that knows what you can kind of sacrifice a little bit and, you know, instead of doing this, maybe you could do this. So you decide. But when you look at your calendar, when you sit down, you look at your, planner and you're like, okay, my sales are not what they need to be. So that means I need to reach out to people and book parties. Okay. And so I'll do that. And then tomorrow I'll do follow up with my customers that have already ordered, make sure they're good, they're happy. It's the first of the month. So tomorrow I'm going to send out thank you letters or thank you cards with an incentive and maybe a sample to everybody that ordered last month. Those are things that you need to do. Okay, so on Friday, I will reach out to people that I've been looking at and prospecting and trying to build connections with through social media. I'm going to reach out to those people and offer the opportunity. Okay, you need to make a schedule of income producing activities, of the things that are going to help you grow your business, things that are actually making you money, not sitting down and making flyers, not sitting down and, hyper focusing on putting together the perfect, package that your customer orders so they can pick it up. Guys, focus on income producing activities and make a schedule. If you know that it's Monday and this is what you focus on Monday, so that when you sit down, if you have 30 minutes to work your business, then you know what? When that 30 minutes starts, you know exactly what you're doing and you're not wasting any time. Okay? So we do something sometimes that makes us feel like we're busy. Scrolling on social media, okay, makes us feel like we're busy. Or if we put up a post on social media, it makes us feel like we just worked. We didn't. Okay? Throwing up a post on social media isn't working. That's not working. Yes, it's a detail of, it goes along with your business and it's important for your business, but it's really not an income producing activity. Should you be doing it? Yes, absolutely. You should be posting on social media 3 to 4 times a week consistently. Yes, 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 yes. That goes along with it. So that could be on your planner too. Monday, I will reach out to book parties and I have a post. And you can schedule, like where social media is and all these platforms, you can schedule your posts ahead of time. Okay? So you can sit down with yourself on Sunday and think about the 3 to 4 posts that you want to put out and schedule them ahead of time and get it out of the way. Okay? But when it comes to time management, guys, only you know what's best. But you got to understand that working 1 day a week is just not enough. It's not. Okay? So if you're looking at your sales right now and if you're not at 500, first of all, and you're a leader, then that's a red flag and it's halfway through the month. You need to be hyper focused on sales right now. That should be the first thing that you're doing. Okay? If you need to figure out what you should be working on, you start with sales. Your sales, especially if you're a leader, your sales need to be at least 500 to get paid at title. Okay? At least 500. So you should know where your sales are coming from. You should be trying to book parties. And you get to decide what kind of parties you want to book. You want to book online parties? You want to book tote parties? You want to book in-person parties? Cool. Decide and go for it and be relentless and make it happen. Okay? But working 30 minutes a day, 30 minutes every other day is what I suggest, bare minimum. Okay? I worked 30 minutes a day for 3 years and I promoted to director super quick. I earned every single incentive trip for free. Grew my team very quickly. You just have to have no excuses, you guys, okay? So come up with a schedule if that works. But please understand that working 30 minutes a day or every other day is bare minimum. Okay? Bare minimum. You have to know what you're doing as soon as you sit down. If you have limited time, know what you're doing. Go by the 3 legs of success. You have to look at your own sales first and foremost. That's what counts first. Okay? If your sales are in the toilet, then guess what? Don't be looking to anybody on your team wondering why their sales aren't up. You gotta lead from the front, baby girl, and you need to know where your sales are coming from. Okay? So time management is very important, but it's something that you have to hold yourself accountable to. You have to fit your business into your life and how that works. Maybe, it's going to be a little bit of like ironing out the kinks until it becomes like a normal routine. And if that doesn't work, you figure something else out and try something else until that works. There's no excuses of why this doesn't work. It can't work. It does work. You have to figure it out. Okay? And we're lucky that we don't have a boss that's saying, okay, in Sensi, you have to show up on this Zoom call every day from, 9 in the morning till 2 in the afternoon. We don't have that. We can work whenever we want. But you have to hold yourself accountable and do it, because nobody's going to work your business but you. Okay? So remember that. Come up with a schedule. Go by the 3 legs of success on what's important, what needs to be handled first and foremost. Look at things that need to be done daily, things that need to be done weekly, things that need to be done monthly. Look at those things. Okay? Like customer mailouts are monthly. Checking my numbers, logging my numbers in, that's daily. Okay? Sales are pretty much daily. Social media is pretty much daily, right? Weekly, I'll do follow-ups. So you have to determine, you have to look at your business, where your numbers are, what your situation is, and make a plan, make a schedule, and fit it in, make it a priority. It is not going to just open, your life isn't just going to open up room for your business and be like, here, this is the time slot that I've given you. Okay? Your life is saying to you, here you go. Your business can fit right in here. That's not going to happen. Okay? So you got to kick it up, you guys. Instead of working 1 day a week, you need to work multiple times consistently and start making some headway. Okay? Sales first, recruiting second, training third. And again, those are just umbrella income producing activities. There are subcategories in each that really follow under them. But it's time to get serious. Okay? It's time to get serious and get these sales in. Like our numbers, we've got a lot of people not getting paid at title. I mean, more people not getting paid at title than there are people getting paid at title. And I know it sucks. It's gotta suck. So change it, you guys. Change it. Because I know when you get paid every month, you must feel like, ugh, right? You don't have to feel like that. But you've also got to put in the work and be intentional and consistent. Okay? So if you're struggling with time management, you have to sit down with yourself and think about your family, what's best for you, and make it a priority. You've got to put the time aside where you can focus and work on your business. Okay? And listen, don't say well, I have a family. I have to put the kids to bed. Well, I have to do this. We all have to do that, you guys. We all have to do that. But the best thing is you can figure out what works best for you. So whether it's getting up early before the kids are up or doing it when they're in bed, okay? You got to hold yourself accountable and get serious about this at some time. No excuses. Most of us do have kids. A lot of people have another full-time job. That doesn't mean you can't be successful. It means you've got to get serious and make this a priority, okay? And I promise you, you'll make more money than you can even think about. Than you even thought was possible, to be honest, okay? But it's time to get serious. So, time management, there you go. I hope this was helpful or just motivational, just to all right, Jennifer Anderson always says, get your poop in a group. Organize your desk, get yourself together, get mentally in the space that you need to be with no excuses, get fed up with your own excuses, set up a schedule, put a time aside that you're consistent, not oh, I have 5 minutes to work my business today, so I'm going to do that. And then you don't work until next week. Like, that is not going to fly. And I'm talking to the people that want to build a business and make money and earn trips. I'm talking to you guys. And I'm talking to my leaders in this group. My leaders that are not getting paid at title. My leaders that are saying that they don't have time or they're struggling with time management. Well, it's a lot about accountability, self-responsibility, okay? It's time to go. It's time to go. So happy Teamie Training Tuesday. I've got to get my poop in a group. I've got to work out and then get upstairs, take a shower, and get my kids down for school because school should have started like an hour and a half ago. But again, this is life. So I'm adjusting my sails and doing what I can. All right, you guys. I love you. I'll talk to you later.